yourself so far. You have a chance, obviously, to make it a really special homestand over the next couple. But what stood out to you about what you guys have done well to get yourselves into this position at this point of the homestand?
Yeah, I think we always have said we try to make our arena a tough place to play, and we want to build on that record and make this place a place teams don't want to come into. So we've been playing well. I think even extending back into that road trip in Arizona and St. Louis. Just sticking to our structure. Letting our skill and individual abilities come out throughout the game, but kind of being committed to being a deep team that plays a tough style, a defensive style of game that doesn't give teams a lot, and taking what we get after that. So I think there's been a lot of good things. It's been nice to see the power play get going, and some of the big dogs start to feel it up front as well. So there's been a lot of good things, and we just want to keep that going these next two.
Is there anything in particular that stands out to you about Buffalo? And I mean, you look at their blue line, guys that like to move the puck similar to yourself up front. They've got some offensive talent, missing Tage Thompson, but just curious what stands out to you about the Sabres.
Yeah, I mean, they're a super talented, skilled team. They've got a lot of top young players and some guys that are, kind of into their second, third year now, fourth year in the league. And throughout their lineup, they play with a lot of pace, and they'll try you one-on-one offensively. And as you said, their backhand, they've got some guys that are super talented. Obviously, Darlene and Power can really make it happen out there. So, their transition game is great, and something where we'll have to manage turnovers and situations where they can really do some damage and sort of feed into the strengths of their team, which is their skill and ability off the rush and in transition.
Has cycling the puck been a point of emphasis for the club this year, like more so than in previous years, just because you're generating so many chances and goals on the cycle?
Yeah, I think for us, the cycle game usually stems off of either a good forecheck or good rush opportunity and puck recovery that allows us to get in the cycle and get some extended zone time. Defensively as a team, we want to spend as little time as we can in our end, and so we're kind of trying to do that opposite thing at the other end of the ice to the opposing team and spend as much time in the ozone as possible. Obviously, in order to do that, you need to win puck battles, win puck races, and have good positioning off the forecheck, off the rush to, not just get an opportunity, but get the puck back and get second, third opportunity, try and roll it over, and get some extended zone time. So I think it's definitely been an emphasis of our group, and I think with the depth we have at forward and the way that our forwards have been competing on the forecheck, and also being supporting us defensemen when we pinch, it allows us to get that cycle game going. So, it's been good. It's been, when we've been playing really well this year, I think it's been hard for teams to handle, and we've got a lot of big guys up front, and that's a tough game to play against. So, that's something we want to do for sure and continue to do.
You say that you've got big guys up front that are very good on the forecheck, though, but Kyle Connor is actually very good at creating chances off the cycle, too. I'm wondering, does he go about it in a different way simply because he has those quick hands, quick feet, shiftiness, that he's not really a traditional cycler in that regard?
Yeah, I think, he's obviously just a fantastic hockey player and very smart player. I think a lot of the chances that he creates off the cycle with his line mates, Kyle's great at finding like the quiet area in the ozone. He's a goal scorer. He knows how to find that little 5-foot space or less that looks like there's nothing there, but he's always ready to shoot, looking to score, and a lot of guys will just skate through that area or not be ready. He's always finding those little spots in the slot, and to get those passes we've seen so many times from Scheif and his line mates. So and then off the cycle, he's such a fast player. He wins races, and we go against him all the time in practice. He's very hard to defend one-on-one, and when he gets cutting back on you and doing his tight turns and stuff like that, it's very hard to defend. So each guy kind of has a different style, as you said, but he's very effective off that sort of cycle game for sure.
Josh, I know it's a brand new season, and I don't know if you guys even think back to that, but the home game against Buffalo last year was one of those moments that stood out for a lot of the wrong reasons. Do you guys even address that at all in the room in terms, the guys who were here last year in terms of preparation for tonight?
No, that was last year. Yeah, I mean, that's, a long time ago, and obviously, I think what you can take from our games against them last year, and certainly when they came in here, is that they've got a ton of skill. They're a great transition team, and they'll hold on to pucks and try you one-on-one. So that's, what you can expect to see against these guys. They're very talented, and throughout their lineup, they've got some very gifted players. So, you can't, you have to be ready for that. You can't feed their transition game or offensive game, by turning a puck over.
With the involvement of Pride Night, and the club is celebrating that tonight, is this the best case scenario where, each player can support on an individual basis as they see and feel comfortable with?
I mean, obviously the league has made their decisions different ways to create an environment, I guess, where players can, support different causes and areas that they feel they need to. Is it the best way to do it? I don't know the answer to that, but certainly, for the guys that are supporters of Pride, and I think overall the inclusivity in the game, trying to create an atmosphere at the arena where everyone feels welcome. I think that's to me what's so important about a night like today, and I hope that message continues to be out there, that the game of hockey is for everybody, and it's an inclusive place at the arena here, and hopefully all arenas around the league, and just the game in general.
Your teammates are going to be sporting the tape or the Pride tape on your sticks at a warm-up today?
I'm not sure. I mean, guys are going through so many sticks all the time that usually I probably wouldn't have that answer until we were walking out to play, but I know it's available for the guys that want to use it, and even before on Pride nights, I know that some players didn't use the tape just because they, it's a different feel, it's a different tape than what they use normally. So I'm not sure. The true answer is, I guess we'll see when we head out there, but it's not something we've talked about.